shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. But they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray slings this deep from McLaurin. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
From the 24, Stafford, open man is born. And this one he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Desmond King making the tackle. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3.
For a Lion.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 3-yard line.
They'll run with Swift. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yes, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 36 yards on the play.
As we've seen over the years, offense coordinators will often ease their way into drives. Many of them don't want to risk a turnover or put their defense in a bad spot, but not in this case.
Not at all. Forget about easing into it. They took a shot. It worked. And they get 17 more on that one and another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws in his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports.
Packers nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly. and knocked it free.
He'll run it. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Murray now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Trying to get away, but could not. Jamie Collins able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the Lions will take over. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. Let's see the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They find some open field here. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, 79 yards. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
Dan Bailey.
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. Spins past him. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, they'll have to go backwards for another second down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays second down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
First down, Murray. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Opted to run for it, the decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
First down.
Shotgun now from Murray. Intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. They'll run here with Swift. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he takes this one in for a Lions. DeAndre Swift on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Lions add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. It oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Ross to return. He did it again. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made, is the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. They'll roll him out right. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Lions have recovered. After the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, here's Swift.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers ready to take over offensively. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
This is unbelievable.
So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line when you're throwing the ball downfield.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Murray. And Adams has it complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but fumble. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York office a holiday card. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
1st down.
10 more there and another 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Murray now on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
A gain of 16 yards.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Murray. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
The kick is good.
Well, that's a critical touchdown. I don't want to be too hyperbolic or whatever, but they needed some points on the board before halftime.
They certainly did, and, you know, it's not going to erase everything that happened in the first half. Look, they got outplayed. There's no question about that. But now it gives them a chance to regroup, feel a little bit better about themselves. And how many games have we done where we've seen everything flip when another half begins? And by the way, did you say hyperbolic?
I did. Thank you.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Brings up second.
Looking to throw again on second down. Stafford got the connection here to Bourne. Past the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kendrick Bourne, as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Bailey got the extra point, and the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And now here's Ross. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach... And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 29. And he will bring it back. An interception return for the Lions touchdown. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the 3rd quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think
an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
32-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Stafford. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, first down.
At the 48-yard line.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, and they go with Swift again. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now. They're
down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Kendrick Bourne, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions just continue to pour it on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Now Ross to return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more
a big seam, and he might go all the way. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. 78 yards. And his guys are able to get a score back.
For the extra point.
As a former DB, and now they're going to fake it. It's a wobbler, and it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
So here are the Lions to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long, it's Stafford. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook. One-play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Through the flag usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities. One's holding.
Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down, and he gets it down to the 32.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Throwing on second and long. Murray over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Evan Ingram, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open. He has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 37. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the gun, here's Stafford. And this one taken in by Cephas. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Stafford. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he fouled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. To throw again, Murray. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
Now Murray again.
Yards to go.
He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Matt Breida with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. Crosby with the extra point, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
28.
is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A good-looking return set up here.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. The coaches look.
And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Stafford, he's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. Back now at Ford Field as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Murray. For Adams again, and this time he's got it.
Murray.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
Green Bay.
Again, they'll throw with Murray. Being chased out left. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. The penalty is a result of that hit there.
Murray to air it out again. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay.
Touchdown.
Albert O. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers get a score closer.
Mason Crosby.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away. On 2nd and 10, Stafford. Intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Deion Jones position at the 41-yard line.
41-yard line.
That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards. And a Packer.
From the gun, Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Down and 10.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 2. Surprise back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up
the Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now it's Stafford. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Emmanuel Ogbah, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Stafford, and this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. From the gun, Stafford. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
1-yard line.
So the Packers down by 15, and time a huge factor. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Lions, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
today. From M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Green Bay Packers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. So now the Ravens getting ready for their first go on offense. Leading them out, their quarterback from the University of Nevada, it's Colin Kaepernick.
A lot of defensive coordinators are up late the night before they take on Colin Kaepernick because they know he's not an easy man to scheme against. He can beat you with the big arm, taking shots downfield, also beat you with his legs, either off of design runs or in the passing game by improvising and taking off.
5 yards on the game's first play, second down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice game.
Now, I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice.
Kaepernick hit, fumble. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Recovered by Green Bay.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from, working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that?
Number 20, Matt Breida.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
22-yard line.
Now it's Breida. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Steps away. He'll try and run it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Number 88.
Evan Ingram. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes. Now a hit and a loose football. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And the Packers pick it up.
Holding defense.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matthew Judon in there to take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
This 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Delay of game, offense.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Kaepernick. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, it's Kaepernick. Packer pressure, and down he goes. In for the sack, Deion Jones. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
To third down and 3.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And a design QB run in that spot, maybe trying to catch the defense off guard a bit. It didn't work, though.
Again, we're seeing that college influence come into the NFL. Quarterback run game on 4th down. We didn't see that very much in the previous years in the NFL.
No, seeing it more, saw it there, did not work out. Turnover on downs. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
7. Ravens nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Flushed out right. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this back. It's a pick-6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And following the pick-6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And now here's Ross. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Colin Kaepernick, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. And they got the ball in great field position. One play. Later, boom, end zone.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Packers offense set to go. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Nick Vigil coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Oh, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Kaepernick's going to keep it. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first. and goal.
First down and goal to go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Damian Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And in the end, it was all capped off by the Damian Williams touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. He's going to take off with it. And now look at this. Big game.